Bethany from Southern Couture, and today I am so excited to be showing y'all my New Testament passport book from the Illustrated Faith Revival Camp kit. It is a two-part series of kits. We did Old Testament in June and now New Testament in July, and I'm really excited about this traveler's notebook that we are doing in a passport style book. And so last month I embellished my notebook or my passport book with different paper pieces and printables and things like that. And when I did the unboxing for this, you guys said, yes, please show us that again. I didn't know that might be getting old to y'all, but y'all wanted to see it again. And so I'm going to show you how I have embellished it, give you some ideas. Hopefully that will help you. And let me know if you have any questions down below. I also have in the description a link where you can pick up your New Testament Revival Camp kit if you haven't already. There's also a digital version, lots of goodies you could get to go with it, but the links to that's down below, and a link to the unboxing if you missed what all that it comes with. So I want to show you too real quick that I have lots of fun printables for this kit. So some of the printables that I did for the kit last month would probably still coordinate and look okay. I've used some of them, but there are some new and different colors that we are using in this month. So I have new printables to go along with the new kit if you're interested. I'll have a link to them down below in the description, and you can check those out there. So really fun, vibrant, bright colors, which I am loving. And so I can't wait to show y'all what the new printables look like. Here is this one. How fun are those colors? There's something about this transition from this like blue to this really pretty aqua, and then this yellow, which kind of overlaps and has a green shade. I love it. So you have to head over to my shop after the video, because the colors, like I have mentioned before, sometimes are a little bit different on film than what you would see in real life or in person. And so the camera's just not doing this one justice. I love this one. This is in the pattern paper bundle. You get this pattern paper sheet, and then you get a washi strip page. And let me show you what I did. Here's the washi strip page. This time I did mine 2 to a page, and you just have to look at your printer settings. Every printer is different, but you can do like half size or just different things like that to get it to print. And basically it just printed, like I did these collage arts as well, half size, and so it just prints half the page, of course. And then I can cut them out and have kind of like a little mini size. So I do that sometimes, and I love doing little mini ones or making it a better size if you want to do it in a, like use these in a regular journaling Bible if the other ones are too big, which I don't think they are. I've used them and I like them, but it's always fun to kind of switch things up. So then I showed you the collage arts. There's this page, and there's a mini collage arts where you get 6 of them, but of course it will print on a full size. I just did half size. And then I did print some of the page starters. Of course, these are full size, and I just printed them half size. So don't think you're going to get these little bitty ones. You'll get, you know, the larger size. And then my favorite are these little grid blocks. Love these guys. I've been using them for the 100 Days Less Hustle, More Jesus, and I had to do some more colors that went with the New Testament Revival Camp. So really fun colors. I'm trying to make sure, yeah, I think I've got all the colors shown here. So you get this lightish pink, a mustardy yellow, which is really pretty, this kind of greenish teal. It doesn't show up like I want it to here. This is more of a brighter blue. It kind of looks navy in the camera. This is more of a reddish orange color, so some of them are not showing up true, like I said. And then this light blue, really fun. You get 2 full sheets of those. I'm just in love with them. They're great for title starters, to mark a title on a page. They're great for writing in notes. You can layer them, just a lot of fun ways, and I'm loving seeing how y'all been using those over on Instagram. So tag me, keep those coming. I like to see that and get some new ideas from y'all too. So let's go ahead, we'll just jump right in now that you've seen the new printables, and I'm going to just flip through my passport book. So this was some fabric that I had And I'm going to actually put it on a different clip than this red one. But anyways, it was just to kind of keep this closed. So I have this bright, vibrant blue that I really wanted to focus on and play off of. And so that's what I did for the cover. Now, all of these little pieces that you see here are all from I believe all of these, except for this one right here, this cream one in the background, are all from the paper pieces that I have. Well, no, they all are from the first Revival Camp Old Testament kit, and then you may see some new pieces that came with the paper pieces from the New Testament one. So I want to say that too, because in here you'll see pieces from both, and what's great is that there are new colors, which I showed you with my printables, but there's some pieces that you may have had from the last kit that you'll be able to, you know, carry over and still use them, which really makes it good for your money. So like this time it came with this frames and tags set, the Let's Travel by Cartabella paper. And so what's cool is I can use some of these with it, and I still had a few of the little pieces left over from the last one where we got the ephemera pieces. And so that's what makes this, you know, a lot of fun to kind of carry over those pieces and not just have them for 1 month. So that's what I did here, just layered them, put them together with some adhesive runner. Under here you see this kind of like ruffled up fabric. That's actually just washi. I've shown y'all the fabric washi before. Y'all know I'm obsessed with it, and I got it in like a tube from Michael's, I believe. You know, it'll come in the tubes and you'll get different washies in it, and it was in that with a bunch of other ones. I just love it. That blue floral you know, color matched really well, and because it's got this really nice adhesive, it's much stickier than regular washi because of the fabric. I was able to, I'll show you, let me go ahead and just flip it open, you can see the inside. But what I did was I was able to double side it, so I just stuck it right together and then used an adhesive runner to put a little bit of adhesive down here on the bottom of the page, and then I made sure to only stick, you know, half of it, and I left the other half where it could hang down, and I kind of cut it longer and then overlapped it in certain places so that it gave like a little ruffled look. And it's just a little something extra down there at the bottom, nothing, you know, major extravagant, but I really just like how it gives a little fun touch to it. So that's how I did that. I'm thinking though, I want to go and add that more maybe throughout the book. I'm not sure yet, because it was so easy and so fun to do that I might do that. I'll show you. Here was another one of the ones that came with it, with this blue, different blue and aqua floral. So that one would match really well too with this colors. Okay, so these are tags. These came in that little tag set that came with the kit that I just showed you, and I just pulled them out and layered them a little bit, added some different rickrack. Is that how you say that? I always feel like I'm saying that, it's so country. And then I had this little trim, but yes, that's what that was. Okay, so anyways, and then I had this little glitter star that I just layered down there, put some washi. This washi you see here is that grid map washi from the Old Testament kit. And then we'll flip this around, and here's my little passport page. So the last one, let me show you real quick. I still have this traveler's notebook in here from last month. So this was the one I did for last month. And then here was my passport page. I loved this one. I don't know, this one is got to be one of my favorites. I love that little mini bow clip, which that's from Dayspring, and it's actually on sale right now with their huge Bible journaling sale. I'll just throw that in there so you know. I had so many people say they loved that little bow clip, so I think the pack of them is like $2 right now, or it may be cheaper than that, over at Dayspring. I'll leave a link to it down below too if you're wondering, and then just use the code Bethany25 and that'll get you free shipping when you spend $25. Anyways, so here is the one I did last month, and I used that same grid washi to kind of add a little bit of embellishments like I did on this one. And I wanted just to pull this one out to show you. I printed my picture on the HP Sprocket photo printer. It connects wirelessly or Bluetooth to my phone, and then all I have to do is just print them out on these little adhesive. They come out in these little like adhesive rectangles about like that, and then I just cut it down. And I like it because the back of it's just a sticker, so it makes it really easy. I'll link that printer. Some people were asking about it before. I'll link it in the description too. So I haven't printed my picture yet, which is the reason why I wanted to show you kind of what it would look like with the picture. I went ahead and just put some washi and then this little palm trees. I just loved it, and the colors all coordinated. So I put that down, and then I'm just going to layer the picture on top of it, so that's just kind of peeking out, and maybe I might add a few more things to it like I did with this one. This was just a white little doily that I cut and put down at the top just for a little something extra, and then I put some washi. That's actually the highlighter washi that Illustrated Faith has, but I just picked a couple of those colors and put them down there and there just to add a little of that more peachy pink tone that I wanted to pop off the page. That highlighter washi is also from Dayspring in that big sale, and it's marked down right now. Crazy good deal for it. I would run and get it if I were you. I love that washi. Okay, so let me just kind of scoot this one out of the way, and if we want to reference it, we can. But that's the passport page, and then you start writing with your devotionals. So the last months we had this little packing list page, and so we don't have that this time since this is a carryover from that one. So I really hope you got the last kit because it was super fun, super adorable, and this one just builds on it even better. So we got 5 devotions again like we did last month, and so I just came through here and very, very simple. I wanted to keep things simple. I did this, you know, pretty quickly, and I love how it turned out. Now, as you work through it, you may find that you want to add some more embellishments or whatever, and that's fine, but I like to go ahead and have a base of things done so that when I'm working through it, I don't feel like I don't have time to do it because, I have only so much time to read through it, and I don't have time to actually cut out and embellish. So I wanted to have that done ahead of time. So one thing I didn't mention is that I have a lot more printables than just the ones you saw here in that collection, and a lot of them I had already cut up and used completely when I was embellishing my passport book. So I'll show you those as we go. This little Polaroid, as you know, is one of those printables, and this one comes in the shop with another page. You get 6 of these little Polaroid note cards, and then the other page that comes in that same set will have like more art and design here in the white part instead of it being plain, so you get options with that. And I love it because they all have little travel theme titles on it, and this said packing list, just something cute to add to the camp theme. And so I just put that in. This is that washi from the kit. I'm in love with it, with all the different like passport stampings. And then I added this washi strip or washi tape. That is this washi tape that has the cars on it. That was a part of an add-on bundle last month with Illustrated Faith if you grabbed it, but you could just add any washi there, and I like it because it just kind of makes a little pull to flip the note over. And then these are the little the brads, the decorative brads. This was part of a add-on the Illustrated Faith had in a set, and so that's what that is, and I've used those throughout. This is one of the chipboard pieces. That was also part of the add-on. If you got that add-on last month, like I said, it goes great with this. Mine's kind of falling apart here because I've used it, pulled it and used it a lot, but that was all one, and I just cut it apart. That was another add-on, but they're thick chipboard pieces. Really fun. And then just put some washi on the back to keep it in place. I added some more of that stamp washi here and up here. One thing I mentioned to you guys that I like to do when I go through these devotionals is this note card here is really a place you could put notes, but what I like to do with these on each devotional page is I have, read through the devotional, and then whatever stands out to me most about that devotional, what's the biggest takeaway I got from it, I write it down there on this note or whatever I have on that page, because I like to, when I go back through, it's fun to reflect back through on what you've learned and studied, and this is a great way to flip through and see, okay, 7 miles with Jesus, and then I can kind of, read what my note was and my takeaway and flip through that way rather than reading the whole thing over again. So hopefully that makes sense. Then we had this next page, and I left this page blank. I think it's just too pretty to cover it up, and I thought, well, you could always write out some notes here in that white space where the clouds are and be able to read it. And then here added some of this washi, washi down here, one of the grid blocks there where I can, put my biggest takeaway if I want it to be on this page, or, any kind of scripture notes. So keeping it simple on some of the pages because I want to work with what's already there and not take away from it. Now, next thing, I kind of keep a pattern. I do that a lot. Y'all know if I'm doing devotionals, challenges, I keep a pattern of how I like the pages to look just to make it simple for me. More washi there. I like to put washi a lot on the title pages for some reason. Put a little washi down there with a grid block. This is also one of the new printables in there. I did some stamps before, and I love these little stamp note cards that look like the giant stamps with some wear and tear on them for that kind of vintage feel, if you can see that there. And then it has different travel themed titles and place for you to write those notes in. And then this page had this beautiful space here for journaling. I didn't cover it up at all because that's perfect. And if I needed more, I could probably, I've shown you how to do tip ins and use the washi to put it in and flip it. But I loved how it looked. I didn't want to mess with that. And then added some washi just to give it a little bit more color. It was a little plain on that side. And then same thing again, some washi, put in one of the little note cards. I'm obsessed with these and I love the colors for this month. Like, I got done with these colors and I was just like, oh, this is one of my favorites. It has to be one of my favorite sets. And this one, I doubled them so I could flip it over, put some washi, and then this is one of a little white like epoxy heart sticker set. These are also from Dayspring and Illustrated Faith, and they're in that clearance sale right now. This is one of the little chipboards, a little stamp. And then this page, I didn't do anything to it. She talks about putting on your love glasses, and I just couldn't mess with it. I mean, it was just too fun, too vibrant and colorful. I left that one. Same thing on this one, washi. This is one of those stamp note cards. I added the highlighter washi just to, pull that bright pink that's on the page. I've used that washi there to do that. Used one of those little brads and played off that pink, one of the chipboard stickers, and there you have it. See, it's really simple and quick. I'm not doing a ton of work on these. I just want to add a little bit of extra space for me to journal, a little bit of cuteness in there, and then I do a lot more, of course, in my Bible journaling pages. And then on this one has the prompts. I usually will take my prompts and go to my Bible and write a lot of notes in there too, especially in the Illustrating Bible because you have all that extra margin space. So I just added a little note card here. Love these Polaroid cards. They've got to be my favorite here lately, and the grid block ones. But I love the little memories note there. Just put it down with some washi. Now, you'll see on these, I printed these on some scrapbook paper that I had on the back of it. And I love it because when you flip it up, you've got this fun little design already on there. So if I had been smart enough and thought of it at the time before I put this together, what you should do, and I hope somebody will do this and show me, and I'll probably do this in the future, print out your pattern paper in the shop, then go and print your little note cards on it. And then when you cut them out, see, I printed this on like ticket paper because I thought that would be fun, like travel theme and tickets, stubs. But what you could do is take it and then print the note cards on the back of it. So when you flip it up, you've got this pattern paper that's really fun that would match. So that's just another idea. So you can do lots of things with this pattern paper. Love how that turned out. I added just a little washi down here and up at the top. And then here we've got the next, we've got 2 more entries, or 2 more devotional. No, this is the last devotional. So we've got more washi there. Down at the bottom, used another little Polaroid card with some washi, and I left this because I didn't want to hide that. I just think that's so cute, that little vintage style drawing there. Left that on there. This is a chipboard sticker, this big old taxi. And let me mention something about this. Now, when you've got these chipboards and you have these brads on your pages, when you go to, let's say I am, working through like back here, and you see how I've got all these. If I'm wanting to write on this page or like stamp, like I like to stamp in these with the stamp set that came with the first one and stamp when I'm done. That's not how a stamp sounds, but you get the point. So when I like to do that, it's kind of hard. Or if you're going back through writing notes, you see that brad under there, it's going to be hard to write notes with that there. One thing that's really good that you can do is, like, if you have something thick, like I have this chipboard stickers, take it, put it underneath your pages, like where that would be bumpy, and then write. See, that makes it a lot more stable, and I can write better there than trying to do it here, and you see how it's going to bump. Just a little tip there. You probably already know that, but I just wanted you to know, because when you put these down, they're really thick. Okay, so let's get back to where we're at. All right, showed you the little taxi. Now over here, I love this page at the end. I love adding this. It just gives so much punch of color and detail without stamping yourself. It's done for you, easy. I love this. This right here on the back, I just think that is so cute with the clouds and the plane and go. And a lot of the stamps for this month have the clouds and the plane, that same thing. That kind of gives you an idea how you could stamp this in your Bible and repeat it, because I love it. And I might just have to do that. But here's the little Polaroid note card. So I just doubled them, put them on back. I liked this one trimmed down smaller. And then I had that printed paper, you know, on the back of that one to pop. Really fun to do it with that. I should have done that, and I may have to. Put it down with some washi, and then just put some of that washi there for that little pull tab. And then this is one of the chipboard stickers, okay? And that's it, guys. That is all I did. So this is very simple, easy. I tell you what saves my life are the printables, because I just cut them out and then go through, put them in there. The washi is a lifesaver. You can add so much color and detail with it. And the chipboard stickers make life easier on you. If you want to embellish your passport book and you haven't done one yet, I challenge you to do that this month, because it's simple and it's easy. If you already have the work done, take an hour or two, if that. It shouldn't even take that long if you know what kind of idea what you want to do. Put down your basics, you know, your note cards, things like that, and then it's done. The worst thing you would do is go and leave it blank, and you want to have it embellished and trying to do it every week. Some people could do that. I know I can't, so I don't even set myself up for that kind of failure and disappointment. And then a lot of times I won't even work through it, and that's just ridiculous, right? So let's not do that. Now, on the passport book page, a passport photo page, I wanted to show you something that I forgot to mention. I would love to have my little typewriter where I could just type stuff out, and I want to get one so bad. But what I love here is this little grid index cards. They're so cheap. There's like a pack of them less than $1, and you get tons of them at Walmart. And what I did was I just cut them out to fit in these little lines here and wrote on them. I love how it adds just a little look and texture and something different to it than just writing it on the page. I did it with the Old Testament one too. And I just love that. Had a blast. I think that looks cool. It just pops and it kind of gives a different look to it. So there you have it, guys. That's my New Testament passport book. I hope y'all are joining Revival Camp. If you haven't, don't worry that we're already on the second one. I encourage you to go ahead and join in and work through the Old Testament and just start it. You know, you could start New Testament and then do Old Testament. You don't have to do it in any specific order. Join us this month and then go back and do last month's. They're still available over Illustrated Faith. I have the link down below again. A link to these printables is also there. And I forgot to mention, the whole collection, what you see here, plus lots more, the you know, the note cards that you see there, the stamp, all of these are part of the New Adventures collection. So last month I had a collection. Those were old adventures. Now this is New Adventures, haha. And so you can go grab them. The colors are different from last month. We had some fun, new, vibrant colors. I can't wait for y'all to see them. I'm just in love with the colors this month. But like I said, they will work with last month's work with this one. They tie in good together. It's just that some of the colors for last month's are a little bit more deeper, darker in a way, and these are kind of more bright pops of color, which I love. So anyways, let me know what you plan on grabbing from the shop. Head over also if you wanted to get any of the fun stuff I showed you that I used as well, like this highlighter washi and things like that from Dayspring. You can get it right now on a major sale. Link is down below. Use Bethany 25 for free shipping off a $25 plus purchase. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I can't wait to see y'all soon and see what you do with the printables. And I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.